Yeah, watch the YouTube videos, Mark.
I already subscribed.
Good. Subscribe and watch them. Most important, watch them, and also make comments, and have your sisters and your brothers do the same thing. Watch, and because that's how we start make. Jen's going to start making money when that happens. I am teaching the dharma. Are you familiar with dharma? Dharma is your philosophy in life. It's how you want to live your life. It's your lifestyle. Our dharma is do no harm to anybody, including yourself. No smoking, no drinking. Exercise, yeah. Study, meditate. So do no harm, strive to do your best, and treat everybody with kindness. Okay? That's the dharma. And so when you have a good dharma, if you follow the dharma, life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah. So we have a very good life up here. How's your mom and dad doing?
Papay sa ano?
Are they struggling?
He's, alam mo, he's not job right now because
Yeah, I thought he already early retirement.
they just at home,
Yeah.
And what is he doing? Nothing.
nothing.
So does he have the YouTube?
YouTube.
Yes. Can he watch YouTubes? Did your mom and dad have a YouTube? Have
Yeah,
them
but
watch?
they watch drama and
That's okay to watch drama. When you're exercising, the way you start exercising, Mark, is you do maybe one exercise every day.
I'm doing walking in
Good.
kilometers.
So walking is good. So when you start walking, maybe just walk 1 kilometer. So your mom and dad can do this, especially since they're together. Walk 1 kilometer every day, or even if they're alone, walk a kilometer, just a half a kilometer from home and back. Half a kilometer and back, back, back. Do this for 100 days, now you have a habit. Easy to do. So how do you feel when you don't walk? You wish you were walking? Does it make you feel like, oh, I wish I was walking?
Yeah, my friend invite me.
Good.
We are walking, I think,
Hey,
3 times a week.
what's your girlfriend doing?
She's working at Manila,
Oh, she's in Manila work. Okay.
accounting, I think.
Mark, anak, kumain ka na ba?
Apo, tita. Kakagising ko lang din po eh. Nakatulog ako.
Kumain ka na, Daddy.
Ah, tita.
Ano ng manok? Gusto mo?
Busog ako, tita. Kakakain ko lang po.
Ayan, saging.
Apo.
Hey, baby, are we live yet?
Yes, we're ready, ready.
Hello, everybody. Then we need to get the TV going, yeah? We usually get about between 200 watchers to maybe even 600 watchers every time.
Where's the remote?
In YouTube.
Yeah.
Ano kang benefits ng dark sa ano?
Hindi, ano lang siya. Parehas lang yan. Mas matamis lang ito ng konti. Sa nectar, nagkakaiba. Mas maganda lang siya dun sa... Kasi strong flavor kasi yan sa marinade sa marinade in sweet.
Sabi ko sa'yo i-post mo at i-send ko sa sa tropa.
Inano mo, tita? Sinano ko yung...
Turn the volume down on that, baby.
Send ko na lang yung tita. Nag-ads din ako.
So we had a little late dinner tonight.
It's 4:30 now. I need to leave.
She's going to be leaving me.
Samad na.
Okay, tapos. Ako sa laundry. Bibis pa naman ako pag guest lang naman ako dito. Mag-guest lang si Tita.
Sa labas ba yun ito?
Sa court ng Tita ko.
Sa inyo? Sasakay kayo? Sabay na.
Papapick up ako ng ano,
Sabay na.
laundry. Kasi ang pipick up sa akin laundry. Kasi doon din naman yun, sasabay ko na. May bit-bit na akong laundry kaya hindi ako makakasakay sa iyo. Noong tricycle sana dala mo.
Kung umulan pa rin, tricycle na sana kayo.
Okay na yan.
may
Ang ano, biglang init, biglang araw.
pagdating ko nga dito sa inyo, basa, naulan. Malamig
Oo,
din.
biglang, hindi, mainit siya, tapos bigla lang siya umaaraw.
Sa amin, makulimlim lang, pero mainit din. Hindi naman umulan.
Sama kayo ko ngayon, Mark.
Maghanap ako dito ng supplier sa Mindanao.
Ba't yun naman ang naisipan mo?
Buti, naghahanap lang ako nung tea. Tapos tinitignan ko sa yung mga comment. Parang may halo yung tea, yung ginger tea. Parang may asukal daw. Tapos naisip ko, maglalaga na lang ng luya. Tapos honey naman kulang. Ayun, naisip ko. Marami din baking honey. Nag-tip
Marami
ako.
talaga itong peking ha.
Mark, have some more. I'm not gonna eat this.
I already put the butter there under.
Okay, there's butter under, so you can dip it into butter and in your peanut butter if you like. And
May
you can,
butter there.
you can pour a little bit of honey under if you want. Wow, guys, so if anybody's
Show them
watching,
the honey, baby go.
Huh?
Show them the honey.
yeah, we just purchased some natural honey here from our nephew.
With the,
From
ano na ba yun nasa
Honeycomb?
loob?
Honeycomb tida.
Honeycomb.
honeycomb.
Yeah.
And
Hello, it's an Arabic word. I cannot understand,
I
but
don't
it's
understand Arabic. We'll have to
okay.
type.
But still, hello.
This is the
Like honey.
lighter colored honey. Yeah. So wow, we got a lot of nice honey. Jen's going to take some of it down. She's going to a birthday party right now. And we'll bring some of this to our expat meeting tomorrow. Yeah, baby, Cole?
Yeah, sure.
And have them sample it up. Who knows, maybe they'll want to buy some honey. Let me try this steak here. Oops.
Maybe the one with the bone is much better.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of T-bone.
Sorry, it looks
Okay.
like stuff.
It's tough because she overcooked it a little bit, you know.
Sorry.
She's really never eaten steak before too much, and so cooking it is a little bit of an art.
Ano na?
And
Bakit?
but I like steak, so
Papalit.
okay, it's good. It's chewy.
Sorry.
This is a good avocado. Mm. Mm.
You like the avocado?
Let's have Mark try that.
Kumain ka raw. Nakain ka ba niyan?
Thank you, Tito.
That is a good avocado, yeah.
Wala na akong stock dyan eh. Saging na lang ang magdala ka ng saging doon sa inyo. Marami saging sa dyan. Saan ba kumain na avocado? Ito kalahati. Ito.
Ano sa bukas?
Ayun, kumain ka pa saging. Kumain ka pa. Wala pa rin naman yung drag.
This one was cooked a little better. Still tough.
Still tough.
That's
Sorry.
okay. I like it.
Sorry.
It's okay, baby.
I'm not good in cooking.
Well, she's an excellent cook, but when you've never cooked something before, it really takes some practice to get good.
Where's my... Okay.
Mm.
Saan nag-go dito, Tita, si Sheila?
Ha?
Saan nag-go dito?
Ay, wala pa nga eh.
Nag-go-hanap na siya.
See? Enjoy.
Pauwi ka na din ba, Mark? Ah,
Ay, sa'yo?
ah,
Ay, sa'yo?
ang
motor?
na kami dali.
Sige, sige.
Gawin
Gamitin mo
mo
muna.
sa dali.
Bibili na.
Nasaan motor mo?
Eh,
Anak
nawala
mo?
Nawala ang pre nung huli yun eh.
Ang anak mo nasaan?
Dadalhin kay Mama Jessa.
Ano yung susi?
Mm.
Bilis ako na lang.
Walang ano yun, walang unahan naman. Pero may preno.
Ah,
Yung unahan, mahina.
ayun. Bakit ba rin?
Henry, malapit ka lang naman, di ba?
Ha?
Malapit ka lang
Saan?
sa pupuntahan.
Lali na ako.
Oh.
Oh,
Wala pa ba si Michael?
wala pa.
Hey, remember to get a hold of Malu and see if she can bring up some peanut butter tomorrow. Yeah? So Jen's youngest child, or the oldest child, I'm sorry. What do you call the oldest child?
Panganay.
Huh?
Panganay.
Pangangay?
Panganay.
Pananay?
Pa.
Pa?
Nga.
Na?
Nga.
Na? Nga?
Nay.
Nai? Pa? Nga? Nai? He'll be turning 25?
Yeah. His birthday is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Dito, dito.
Oh yeah.
Yung Jeremy. Uy, pa sila sila hindi.
Malay ko sa kanila.
Mark, are you eating more eggs now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not fried.
Hindi na nakakatagit ng preno din.
Wow, this is really a good avocado.
If you will not finish, I'll eat later. Actually, when Jen received, he said, "Oh, it look like it's nice to eat that avocado." I said, "Eat the half."
I will save this part of the avocado for Jen. And I will eat this one. So she gets half of that avocado. That is the best avocado I've eaten all summer. That is amazing. I would like to say to all our friends out there, hey, do you want to see those Epstein videotapes? I sure do.
I thought you have a copy.
I have this belief, and I think that everybody gets what they deserve. Yeah? It's called karma. When Donald Trump ran for president, I went, oh no. He's going to expose himself to all that horrible karma he's been creating his whole life.
Wala pa naman balak, Mark, mag-asawa.
Kung may pera din.
Anak, okay lang mag-asawa. Huwag naman na magpakasal.
Mahirap din.
Kaya nga, huwag naman na magpakasal.
Wala pang gastos.
Huwag na muna magpakasal. Okay lang naman yun. Magsama para magkakinagdan din na ugali. Hindi naman yung pag-discourage. Para sa inyo din yun.
Oo nga. Pero,
Be practical lang yun.
lahat sila natin na. Lagi ata nag-aaw.
Tatawa na ako kay Mandy. Yung pangalan ng
It's
baby.
steak. Have you had steak before, Mark?
Oh,
I'm going to corrupt him.
thank you, Tito.
Oh my God, I can have steak.
Nakakain ka na anak ng mga ganyan?
Bakit ito na kayo, no?
Okay.
Baboy lang hindi.
Mark is now working for some place that sells honey, yeah? He's got his degree now in business administration, and when Jen's YouTube channel starts taking off, we're going to employ so many people.
Ano ni Tita? Editor?
First, all of our friends and family.
Editor?
Ano?
Editor hanap niyo?
Okay. Hanap namin?
There's this old saying
We're
that
looking for everybody.
there's this old saying that you should
Everybody.
never employ your family, but I say, hey, you know what? Just get to know your family, have them behave well, and teach them.
We need more teacher.
Hmm. We're
Yeah.
teaching the dharma.
Siya get my lipstick.
And eventually everybody has to come around anyways. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to exercise. Everybody should be meditating.
Should be. No exemption.
Should
No
be.
exempted.
So it's kind of like, that is really a good avocado.
If you want to eat it all, you can eat it all. Really.
I won't have enough room, baby. This, you know, Jen cooked the steak a little bit tough, but it is good. It's a nice steak.
Is it nice, baby?
It's nice.
Thank you.
One of my goals in the future is to have our own farm where we raise our own cows for milk, you know, and for the cow poop, which is the most important thing. The cow poop is more valuable than the cows themselves. It's true. People don't know the value of cow poop. I mean, this is like already made compost. And then when you feed your cows a little bit of charcoal, got it.
Let it, baby, go. May paghahanap ng susuotin.
So Jen and I live a dharma where we exercise every day, usually first thing in the morning. We pop up bright and shiny, happy, good mood, good attitude, get our exercise going, get the muscles pumped up, get feeling good, get the breathing going. And then we do a lot of study. And I've been eating OMAD for years now, which has got me my girlish figure and got me into good shape, because I used to be in horrible shape, morbidly obese, you know. And now I don't worry about my health.
Hindi na may bilang susuotin ni Tita.
I'm good dito. I'm full.
You have a...
I'm going to fatten our pumpkin up, yeah?
You cannot make him fat, baby.
No, but we can get in and put a little muscle on, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Easy to put muscle on, you just do a repetitive exercise over and over and over.
Kaya
It's
ito
like-
talaga yan.
When you eat healthy, when you eat meat and eggs,
Protein.
yeah, protein, eggs, cheese, milk.
Kaya ano ka rin anak eh, kung paano na-save din yung ano mo kasi dati noon, di ba may ano ka parang,
Sahit lagi dito.
sa ano din yun eh.
Tingin ko na sa pagkain.
Buti nga may nag-iitlog ka dati nun eh, kung hindi ka nag-iitlog siguro, bagsak ka na. Kasi
Yeah.
yung itlog na nga halos sa nag-save sa'yo.
Bubulay na nga ako eh.
Okay lang anak ang gulay,
Oo.
ang importante anak
And this
protein.
eat log here mark has the cheese on it too.
Mas importante ang protein kasi yun talaga.
Cheese and butter.
Hindi ko makita ang susuotin ko. Ano ba yan? Ang damitan ko.
Wow, this is really a good avocado. I don't know if that's a Haas, but it tastes just like a Haas. The skin seems to be a little bit smooth for the Haas variety, which turns out to be about 80% of the avocados that are produced in the United States. People love that variety because it's creamy and nutty.
Creamy and nutty. Hi, Sappho! Hello! It's really tough, baby.
That's okay, I love it.
Give more mark.
Give Mark the taste of steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Just the steak.
That's how you build muscle. You gotta eat protein. We've got a lot of goals and dreams. One of our dreams is to have our own little restaurant. Gordon Ramsay approved, but we're not going to treat our employees like Gordon Ramsay treats his employees. No competition. I look at all those people who've been through Hell's Kitchen. I've watched, like 20 seasons of that.
Hey, kanina pa kita hinahanapan dyan.
And I like
I don't
Gordon because
Huh?
he's got standards and
Hi,
consistency.
Rochelle. Barcenas. Hello.
Hello. How old is your oldest son? He's going to be 25. He's
Your
20.
oldest son.
He's 24 now. My oldest son is 40.
Ini. Okay, hello.
My oldest child is 42. And my youngest child is 38. Jen's youngest child is Laurie Jean, and she's 20. She's starting her third year of college here pretty soon. She's into sports and fitness, science and sports. And her and Sheila May are helping us do the YouTube channel. I'm exactly the same age as Oprah Winfrey, because I was born on January 29, 1954, in the United States. And someday I hope to meet Oprah.
Labas na ako dito. Lalakad-lakad.
Bakit?
Titing-ting. Ikot.
Saan?
Diyan lang, sa labas.
Sige.
Oprah and I have a lot in common because
Busog ka na?
we both got
Kanina mo.
overweight. I got to the
I'm
point
not
of being
bibigyan
morbidly
kita ng
obese.
sabi.
But I figured out how to get my weight under control with the carnivore keto diet and intermittent fasting. So I've never really used any stimulant type drugs or things like Ozempic. I've just done it the old fashioned way. But before, before I figured out my carnivore keto intermittent fasting,
Paano pa naman
and
dito?
I used to eat a high vegetarian diet. Before I figured all that out, my weight was going up and down ever since I was a kid. I was a fat kid. I had social anxiety. I had low self-esteem, my mother's she was a tiger parent, always shaming us, guilt tripping. My parents were trying to make their fortune, so we were ignored a lot as children. But that's pretty typical. Surprisingly, my mother's still alive. She's 96 years old. And when she turned about 86 or so, about 10 years ago, her behavior changed a lot because she got Alzheimer's. And she just stopped being a mean person. Because she was pretty mean. This is why I know you just don't mess with people who are mean, because I don't care who they are, they're just going to stay mean. I'm sure I know a lot of people say, well, you can just beat mean people up, and it's like, no, you can't. No, you cannot. I watched a video today with Jeffrey Epstein years ago, giving talking to Steve Bannon, and it was reviewed by Dr. G. He's a body language expert, and most people who've studied psychology, and that's what Dr. G is. He's a forensic psychologist. I highly recommend you watch him and the behavior panel, because your body really can't hide your true feelings. And you can't tell from one tell or another what a person is, but you can group those all together. Watch Chase Hughes, he'll tell you. At any rate, Jeffrey Epstein is a psychopath. Psychopaths just don't have emotions, or was a psychopath. And when he was asked about Donald Trump by Steve, no, it wasn't. He wasn't being asked by Steve Bannon. This was another interview, and the reporter asked him, I think it was, what do you think of Donald Trump? And he actually got fear on his face. Do you know what it takes to make a psychopath feel fear? Just the very mention of Donald Trump's name. Boom. And he kept covering his mouth, too, trying to hide that fear. Can't hide it.
Can't fight it.
Mm-mm.
So go on.
That was one of the most amazing videos I ever saw. And Trump is he fearmongers, and it works. And him and Jeffrey Epstein got together, more than likely, and did a lot of crazy things with these teenage girls under the age of 18. They weren't pedophiles. These girls were all over the age of 12, I think, 12 and up. And but they were young girls and highly susceptible, highly vulnerable. And I believe that Trump was taking full advantage of them, along with Jeffrey Epstein. And then he used these young girls because they were poor. They were from down and out. They didn't have any money. And so he was promising them riches. And I believe that Jeffrey Epstein was running some kind of a sex ring there and farming these little girls out to these oligarchs. And so now who's going to get in trouble? Maybe a whole bunch of them. Maybe Bill Gates. Maybe Bill Clinton.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Sure.
Thank you for watching with him.
Sure would like to see those tapes. Wow, this is good, baby. I love steak. So I've had steak a few times here in the Philippines, but you know, for the most Filipinos, they can't afford it. I think this wasn't bad. It was 500 pesos per kilo, so it's about $10 per kilo, and that price has gone up. But in the United States, I've heard it's $20 per kilo. A little bit more than $9 per pound. That is good. Now for my favorite part. What's funny is you got these oligarchs They're eating hamburgers and french fries, which destroys your health. They're not eating steak. I heard that Donald Trump invites people to the White House and feeds them pizza and hamburgers when they could be having steak. I watched a doctor this morning evaluate Donald Trump's health, and he's got a lot of swelling in his ankles and hands, which indicates pooling of the blood and poor circulation. But still, he's 79 years old going on 80. There's only a 1 in 3 chance that he's going to make it through this presidency alive because his health is so poor. But he's got a strong constitution. He's still up and walking around, but he leans on people. Truth be told, I hope I'm doing as good as he is, even though I live a much healthier life. But you never know. I could end up like Bruce Willis. It's like, damn. I'm sure that some of these bodybuilders and such, like Hulk Hogan, who was also a MAGA Trump supporter, were living much healthier than Donald Trump. At least they were exercising. But I think Hulk probably, but he did a lot of steroids. But I've heard Trump's done cocaine and Adderall. Nah. But I don't know if you know it, but Fred Trump, his dad, he lived to be almost 100 years old. Nurture versus nature, it's a little bit of both. Wow. Delicious, 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 my friends. Try a little bit of this sabah. And then I think I'll call it quits because I still plan on doing some alternate day fasting this year, but I've already done 130 days of alternate day fasting. And if I never alternate day fast again, I'm okay with that. Wow, that's good. A little bit of peanut butter on these bananas. Then fries up these bananas in coconut oil. Wow, that's amazing. And then she puts butter on it. Wow, that's good. So Jen and I are teaching our dharma. The dharma is like your philosophy in life. And your philosophy in life is really going to determine your outcome. And to develop a good philosophy, it just requires a lot of study. It doesn't just come automatically. Now, religious people, they think they've got the perfect dharma or perfect philosophy. I can tell you their philosophy is messed up from a psychological standpoint. I mean, you start by telling people to believe in an invisible sky daddy, that's the first mistake, because that's just a lie. There's no evidence of an invisible sky daddy. And they say, oh yeah, there is. There's this Bible that was dictated by the Word of God, and it's like, how do you know? How do you know some guy who was interested in just money, who decided to write about this character named Jesus, was telling the truth? Or was he interested more in money? Power. A guy who lived 2,000 years ago, who never even met Jesus, started writing about him 10 to 20 years after Jesus existed. And they said, well, he was inspired by the Word of God. Well, it's like, have you ever met anybody in real day life who's been inspired by the Word of God? Question those people. For real. So our morals and ethics have been developed over a couple 100,000 years by human beings, getting along socially, not always, but trying to, because people who have emotional intelligence have healthier, longer lives, and to develop a good emotional intelligence, you need a good dharma, a good plan, a good philosophy. Our philosophy, 3 simple rules. Do no harm. That means to yourself or others. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Don't do anything that's going to harm other people or yourself. Second rule, just strive to do your best. Try to exercise a little bit every day. Try to eat healthy. Go out there and try to study and learn so you understand the world. Like dharma, you get a good dharma, get some good morals and ethics. And do a little introspection and self-reflection, because nobody's perfect. Meditation helps. And focus. And then, of course, just treat everybody with respect. Even if you don't like them, you can be kind to them. You don't have to associate with them. If they behave badly, it's not our job to tell them they're behaving badly. They'll figure it out themselves because of the karma that they create. I don't really think of it as karma. I think of it as a science of consequences. You behave badly, and you're just not going to have any friends. And so I'm really referring to those people out there who have those bad personality traits that put them in category B on the DSM-5. And you know who you are, and you know that you're, even if you don't have guilt or shame, because sometimes you have justifiable guilt and shame, and you should, for some of the actions that you commit. People like Ted Bundy should feel guilty, but you look at this guy, he has no guilt. Donald Trump doesn't have any guilt. People might think of that as confidence, but it's not. It's a mask. It's low self-esteem trying to hide his proclivities. Not a life for me. But he's getting caught, and this ain't going away. Do I feel good about it? No. I'm glad that he's not, I think he's not going to be president, or at least he's a lame duck. So he's not going to have much influence over anybody. That I like.
Where's your umbrella, Daddy?
Huh?
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Maybe in that red bag.
Red.
Maybe outside. So dharma, really important. It's important for your life. I've got a good dharma and I have a good life. It's like, hey, people are who they are. Can I get along with most people? Yeah, absolutely. I don't have to run people down in the mud. I don't care what your religion is, what your sexual proclivities are, or your political affiliations. I just don't really give a shit. It doesn't affect my life. Especially if you're not behaving good. Because people who are rude, like Donald Trump, really a rude person. I would never hang out with him. If I was invited to go to the White House, sure I would. I want to get my YouTube channel going. If some oligarch like Elon Musk wants to give me a few $1,000s, sure, I'll take it. Got nothing against money. Do I approve of their behaviors? No. If I ever got invited to the White House or Elon Musk gave me money and they want me to promote them, I'm not going to. I'll tell the truth about it. I'll say, hey, here's what you guys have been doing, and this is why your life is miserable. But you would think that people who have that much money wouldn't be so manipulative and miserable. But they are. Because that's their focus. Oh my God. Stop me. Got some real cream here. Got some milk. Cream. Got a little peanut butter. With a peanut butter flavor. Go. And that's my meal for today. And will I be looking forward to tomorrow? You bet, because I eat like this every day, guys, and you can too. And it's not that expensive. I don't know. It's more expensive than most people because, I probably had like a 600-700 peso meal. And that's all a Filipino will make in a day, if they're lucky. So for me, $10 to $12 meal, nothing. Usually I'm eating about, $3 or $4 worth of food every day. I don't eat a lot of food. I eat once a day. Pretty cheap. I do drink a lot of the Diet Coke. And I shouldn't do that, but it's kind of a crutch for me. It helps me to, when you're trying to intermittent fast, and I've been intermittent fasting now for, 19 years. This January it'll be 20 years that I got my life together and started, eating healthy. So it'll be 20 years. So when I was 52 years old, on my 52nd birthday, that's when I was diagnosed with the type 2 diabetes. Blood sugars over 500, they were off the chart, literally. They were probably higher, but it was off the chart. Hemoglobin A1C, 12.5. Morbidly obese. I weighed 306 pounds at the hospital on the scale. I had no idea I was diabetic. And hospital... I went in for a kidney stone, which I'd had problems with kidney stones ever since I was a little kid. I think because of my diet, pretty sure it was. I think I had too many oxalates. Thank you, Dr. Georgia Eade. So I cut way back on the oxalates. Still have a little bit in my peanut butter, but I just don't overdo it. And I do eat some vinegar and that to help me with that. So, I was in a horrible condition. Now it's been, can you turn your life around? I did it with my dharma. Do no harm to yourself. That means overeating. If you are obese, if you are overweight, that is not healthy. If you want to have a good life, you need your health. And you know this. The nervous system is a detection machine, and you're going to constantly be monitoring your internal and external environment And if things are out of whack, you're going into survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you stop thinking clearly. And then when you get emotional, the default mode network turns on. You can't think critically. It just doesn't work. And then pretty soon you're neurotic. You're having anxiety, depression, stress, overwhelming stress. And then you just don't make good decisions. Jen and I are trying to create a platform where people can get comfortable and out of survival mode so they can start doing their exercises. And we teach exercises, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, dance fitness, walking, calisthenics, martial arts, whatever. Just get moving. The second thing we teach, of course, is our keto carnivore diet for vegetarians. Okay with that, just make sure you're getting the oxalates out of your vegetables, cook them, get some vinegar in there or something like that, so that you not creating kidney stones or stones all over your body. These calcium oxalate stones, big problem. So diet, exercise, meditation to become mindful, and shift from the emotionally dysregulated brain. That's what dukkha means. It means dysregulation. It doesn't mean suffering. Buddhists, if you're listening, dukkha is a bad hole in the wheel that causes the wheel to wobble. Your brain's wobbling around and it's not functioning correctly. It's actually vibrating. And people go, oh, this energy and frequency and vibration is nonsense. It is like, hey guys, that's life. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla knew exactly what he was talking about. It's like, what are light waves? Yeah, you're talking energy, frequency, vibration. What are sound waves? Energy, frequency, vibration. Well, it's everything in life is energy, frequency, and vibration. Get the frequency up there, get a nice high-pitched frequency, focus, and then the vibrations are going to feel good. Good vibrations, yeah. That's what it's all about. So we're going to be teaching more on that later on. And now I'm going to call this YouTube video completo. Oh, please like and subscribe. Helps out Jen. Helps get this message out to the world that anybody can have a good life. Just create a good dharma. So thank you so much. And boom.